Hi, everybody. We're
Hello.
back. We're back. It's a Sunday. We're back. What's up? This is the Roy from Very Nearly Viral stream. Roy from Very Nearly Viral is not fucking here. We arranged this all. We usually do it on Saturday. We arranged this all so that he could actually show up because he can't ditch his alcoholism. He has to drink on Saturday. It has to be done. It's how he lives. So we set it up for Sunday. He's not fucking here. We've been planning this for like a week. So anyway, we have someone who matters. We have Ranting Monkey, and with me as always is Sir Sick, and we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
Just a couple.
I don't have any subjects, but
So yeah, Ranting Monkey, you just released a video where you're calling Sargon of Akkad a hypocrite for reporting Christiosity.
yes.
Sir Sick just released a video. Save Potato Man. Hashtag save Potato Man. Because
Save
Kevin Logan. Kevin Logan needs to be saved now. Basically, we're SJWs now, right?
Yes.
I like to think of myself as not a cunt and a cunt at the same time. That's my shtick.
Not a hypocrite.
Not a hypocrite.
Monkey, you want to give us a rundown? Because I am brand new to this. I saw it yesterday.
Sure. Was it 3-4 days ago?
It was actually quite a while ago at this point in internet time.
Ian Miles Chong was responding to somebody who made a horrible statement about John McCain having brain cancer. And Christy Winters decided this would be a great time to bring up Sargon being in V's stream and how horrible that all was. There's a little bit of back and forth.
That's V's stream about the radical. What's his name?
Russian Deadpool is
Russian Deadpool
general.
So there's
who ended up getting really fucked up and killing his girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there's still no proof he got really fucked up. That's just what people say. Let's be honest.
It makes sense though.
I mean,
it also makes sense that he's just a murderous shithead. So,
well, we don't know, so we can't make comment on that. So carry on.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of back and forth, and then Sargon finally says to Christy, "I'm sorry, your male feminist friend killed somebody. Hopefully, your other feminist friends are nicer or some shit like that." And this triggered the fuck out of Christiosity, who told Sargon she's going to remind him every day for the rest of his life what a piece of shit he is. Right. And Sargon reported that, and she got banned for 12 hours. I have a problem with that because he's saying that he's just making them live by their rules, and that's fine. But he also says he's for free speech, and this is directly trying to silence somebody for what they said. These are fucking words on a screen.
There is value to teaching someone the lesson of the tools that you use to oppress other people will eventually, inevitably be used to oppress you. But I do agree.
You can do that with your words. You don't have to actually pull the trigger on it.
No. Well, here's the thing. You're talking about fucking Twitter battles, disagreements in YouTube. That's what you're talking about. You're not talking about a battlefield where lives are at stake. This tactic has a place for sure.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's in a place where you're trying to levy yourself as a warrior of free speech and then say, well, if the rules apply to me, then they got to apply to you too. So I'm going to basically be the thing that I hate. To teach you a lesson. Yeah, that becomes vitriolic, and like I said, it's not like people are dying. Sargon's been pulling like this war kind of, this militaristic kind of mentality for quite a bit. And I don't know if I always fall in line with that. And
Sometimes he needs to calm down on that shit because it's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't mind it with the joking of it, the Keck army and all that bullshit. That's fine. But when you actually do something like this, the comment section of my video is fucking awesome. People have so missed the point so many times. I had one person or several people tell me it's not about free speech because Twitter is a private platform. Like, okay, this has nothing to do with Twitter's rules. Sargon just used those rules to silence her. What this is about him taking what he says he values and pissing it away, supposedly to teach a lesson. No, that's not.
I believe his rationale. I believe that he believes his rationale. It's consistent with his way of thinking and how he sort of evolves.
I don't believe it. If
You
you
don't
watch
believe
his if you watch his video on the Thinkery where he explains his thinking here, he responds to a Tim Blake video and then a Noel Plum video. And
I didn't get very far through that video because I just couldn't be asked.
You can skip the Tim Blake part. It's him arguing with, because Tim's video is just Tim being a dick.
Tim being Tim, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I've learned arguing with Tim is kind of
it's counterproductive to
kind of useless
time to do stuff. You could sit there and hit your foot with a hammer and get more done.
Let's just say you can make that argument go on for literally ever. But because it's just going to go in circles. But anyway, so continue.
But with the Noel Plum one, he stops and answers Noel, and he kind of contradicts himself a little bit. You can hear him trying to justify what he did. It's not like he actually had some. What I think happened, and this is speculation, I think he's like, you know what, fuck this. I'm gonna report her ass. Fuck this. That's what I think he did.
Yeah,
you think he lost his temper, basically?
Yeah, basically. And I think that if you listen to it, it's like he says, I get called a harasser every day.
Yeah.
So the fuck what? Those are words, dude.
But that's what I'm saying, though. That's why I kind of believe him, because he's been displaying this for a while, especially after the Anita Sarkeesian thing. He was legitimately pissed off. I think it took the rest of the shitlords to kind of calm him out of that and make a meme out of it, because he was right after that. If you would listen to him talk, he was legitimately upset that happened to him, and like he was saying, he was saying the rules. He was using the rules of VidCon as leverage. In fact, I honestly agreed with him there, because this is a public.
She was on a panel. I mean,
and she was on a panel, right? So that the rules obviously should have applied to her, but at the same time, stretching it to this degree where it's just, I disagree with you, so I'm going to report you. You're saying it wasn't a false flag.
She did break the rules of Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, she did. But, I mean, to me, it's just about being better than you. I think that you should be the best one. I know that it's not always going to be perfect, and you're not always going to, but if you use their shitty tactics,
hey Roy,
you're as shitty as them when you do it.
Well, yes, but that's kind of the point here. You're going to have a lot of people disagreeing with you on this, and more people are going to agree with Sargon, because there is a rationale here that makes sense.
No, there's not. Because
well, let me finish though, because Diz in chat, I'm going to give you credit for what you just said. The accusations for him are a little bit more than just words. He says, Diz says he's getting fucked. He's getting fucking news printed on him. He's being put out there in a way that people like us aren't. Yeah, Chrisiosity is sitting in under the veil of obscurity, but Sargon is actually now somewhat of a public figure.
Yeah,
yeah, but what's he going to do the next time he's in public talking about free speech? Go, I support free speech, except in these circumstances.
Yeah.
In other words, I don't actually support it. So him being a public figure makes this even...
A lot of people are going to throw you off here, and they're going to say free speech doesn't really apply to these platforms, and they're going to do that argument. And that argument isn't false. We're talking about... What I'm saying is what we're talking about.
I think ideology, not their rules.
Monkey's talking about that... It's about his principles.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what the rules
he appears to have broken them.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to clarify, though, that this is more about principles than it is about actual free speech arguments, because it really doesn't apply. It's about how you conduct yourself, and that's the disagreement. So to be honest, I think there can be arguments on both sides that are valid. Roy.
I was going to say, welcome, Roy.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Roy.
This stream is all about you, buddy.
Oh, cheers. Thanks a lot. I appreciate the attention.
You know what we're talking about, or are you completely lost?
I don't know. I'm just hearing you talk about Sargon. What's he done? What's happened?
It's the do you know about the Chrisiosity thing?
No, I don't think I do. Bring me up to speed, please.
Wow, you really God damn it, because Monkey just went through all of it. How do you miss this?
Did you? I don't know. I don't pay attention to anything usually, ever.
Yeah, that's you. Well, okay. Well, let me clarify here. this is kind of a cool lineup for me, honestly, because you all have something in common. And we're going to talk about these things, all of these things, I hope.
Yeah.
We're all men, and we're all cis white hetero men.
Penis.
Roy, maybe not so much hetero, but we'll get to that. We'll figure that out later.
It's all nice.
But okay, so Sargon of Akkad got Chrisiosity, just a short version. Sargon of Akkad.
Oh, no, shit. Yeah. Okay, so he flagged the Twitter or something, right? And it got banned.
Yeah, now everybody's having a big ethical free speech conversation about it because that's what we do perpetually.
Okay.
Although, yeah.
So I thought it was a good lineup that sort of just accidentally fell in my lap because Roy here also just relatively recently, did a crazy hair video that was pointing out the hypocrisy of all the people involved in that crazy hair drama at VidCon.
Can I just say, I fucking loved that video. That was excellent. That was so funny.
I was nervous about that video. Yeah. It was only because we got crazy hair in on it that I was worried, really. I thought like tons of our fans are going to love fucking Warski and Blair White and they're all going to start unsubscribing. That didn't happen. So
most people are just pretty reasonable. Give them a good argument and they'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, where do you all stand on the Sargon thing then? You for him getting a Twitter taken down?
I understand why he did it. I just wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I've been tempted to do things like that before, to use their rules against them and silence them. But I do actually believe in free speech. And I actually made a video that's had a little controversy on it just earlier today about this. But you can't, if you're going to be principled, you have to stand by your principles. And I think he abandoned them in doing this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you
at least a little bit.
You have less weight to what you say, right? If you don't sort of practice the things you preach, really. No one's going to take you seriously. The fucking Kevin Logan's channel got taken down and flagged as well.
Yeah, I did a thing on that, and I'm fighting hashtag save Potato Man or something like that. And I can't imagine it's going to go anywhere, but I hope it does. I'd like him to get his channel back. I don't want people silenced because I don't want those same things happening to me. It's purely out of my own self-interest.
Yeah. So didn't Chrisiosity say that to Sargon that she was going to tweet him every day? Something like that.
Yeah, she basically threatened to harass him, essentially.
Okay, and you reported it.
Someone made a good point earlier, though. Like, we aren't in Sargon's position. Oh, Edindro just disappeared. Great.
Yeah. Fucking fuck.
I hope he's not on the laptop that fucking someone paid $200 to help him stream.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be really fucked up. But like, we don't know what it's like to be Sargon. And like he says, he's get it every day. And I understand it. But even so, I think if he just said, you know what, I lost my temper, I probably shouldn't have done it. Oh, well, it does prove, and he could even go, but it does still prove my point that these tools can be used against them. So there we go. I shouldn't have done it. I apologize. But so it could still be a win.
I agree with that 100%. But instead, what he did is said, every time any of you do this, then I'm going to.
Yeah, he doubled down, and it's just a bit unfortunate.
Now, I want to. Sorry. I want to address the one thing you said there is that he puts up with this every day. And let's be clear about that. He makes the choice to put up with this. You can block people. You can ban people. You can just fucking ignore what they say. He does it on purpose. So that whole thing about, oh, this happens to me every day, go fuck yourself. Seriously. If you are that offended by what's happening, there's a mute button. There's a block button. Fuck, you can take a week off Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, these things really seem to get through to Sargon, though. Like, it really seems to affect him a little bit, sort of emotionally.
I have seen him, like when there was the whole harmful opinions thing, and I don't know if any of you listened to a stream they did together, but he was talking about just how, sometimes this stuff gets to him. And I mean, like, I get it. And I get there is the saying, oh, well, he can just stop doing it. But at the other end of that, if you were being bullied at your job and no one was doing anything about it, it's not quite as simple as just not doing job when you've got to eat. You know, yeah, I get it, but it's never quite that black and white.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what was it then that she was actually saying to? Like, obviously, she was like, "I'm going to tweet you every day."
I don't know what the actual tweet was. Does anyone in the chat? Can we get fucking links?
She told him that he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And she would remind him what a piece of shit he is every day.
Okay.
It was pretty tame. I seem to recall by even their standards. I mean, I've seen them tweet horrendous fucking shit at people. So I don't know. Maybe I don't want to. I can't defend it, but I can just say, you know,
it is stupid on her part, though, to just call him a piece of shit and be like, "I'm going to call you a piece of shit relentlessly every single day." Like, then, you know, if that gets reported, they're just going to look at that and go, "Oh, yeah, she's just harassing them."
That's harassment. That's like definition.
I have no problem saying she broke the rules, but he pulled the trigger on turning her in for it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. What grass? I don't know. It depends. What would you have done? Both of you.
I would have laughed at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you can't know how it is in his particular situation, but from my point of view, I can take quite a lot of shit, especially from people that I don't particularly respect. Like, I get upset when someone I really like says something nasty to me, like genuinely nasty to me. Or maybe I am the worst human being alive. But if some fucking random, if Christiosity was to tell me that I'm Hitler reincarnated, I'd be like, yeah, of course I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lol.
I just retweet it.
If they were people, I would almost understand it more if they were people like getting so upset if it was his friends doing it to him, like genuinely being really nasty, because that can kind of fuck with you. But yeah, just the fucking brain trust.
Yeah.
There's no need.
I do think we're probably about to go off in like a minute, right?
Yeah.
He gave you
If he
shit
doesn't
for
come
not
back
here. Now he's gone.
So we're gonna have to. I'll see if he is appearing anywhere on Twitter. Fuck, internet just cut out. Keep it going. Hopefully, I'll get back. Well, I'll keep an eye on the live thing, but I don't see. This is gonna fucking cut out. What a useless little turd he is.
I know. The fuck. I turn up straight away and the stream goes to pot.
It was his idea.
Yeah. I brought this up yesterday though. Did you see that Sargon Joe Rogan clip?